Hi, good morning. This is my first video on meditation, and I've been practicing meditation for a while now, on and off for about 10 years. And I've explored all different kinds of religion, spirituality, different traditions. I'm no means an expert, but I believe I've been getting some insight, especially recently. So I just kind of want to share on how to meditate and why we meditate. I'm not sure what to talk about first. I think I'll talk about how to meditate, because really the why we meditate is something that has to be experienced. It's not really something I can talk about, because it's kind of beyond language or common understanding. So meditation is very simple. It's not complicated at all. There's all kinds of courses, retreats, some of them want you to pay a lot of money as if it's some kind of ancient secret that requires a ton of expertise to teach, but all meditation is really is relaxation. Stillness of body is the first thing that needs to be established. So right now I'm kind of sitting in a cross-legged on the floor. It's very important to have your knees lower than the waist. There's a lot of videos on how to sit. If you search for yoga, how to sit, you'll find a lot of good advice there. Then once we found our posture, we want to be kind of straight, and we close our eyes. You don't have to close your eyes, and we have a meditation object, which is a thing that we focus on. So I like a mantra, or you can also use your breath. And so I like the Tibetan Buddhist mantra, Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om. And what I do is I just repeat that mantra over and over again in my head. And when I stray from that mantra and I realize that I'm thinking about something else, I just go back to the mantra. And it's very important not to react to straying away from your mantra in a negative way. Like, oh God, I'm thinking about, lunch, or I'm thinking about my friend who didn't call me, or, a million infinite things that we could think about. We just go, oh, I'm thinking that thing again, and we just go back to the mantra. And we keep doing that. And while this is happening, I like to place awareness on my body and relaxing. So relaxing my face, my arms and my legs. And eventually we'll find that we completely stop fidgeting, and our body is almost like sleep. Our body just becomes like a stone. And there's a great bliss in that. And it feels like we just sit for hours. It's almost like a runner's high or something like that. It's a very nice feeling. And then as a natural result of your body relaxing and your mind calming down, as you start to feel what's happening within you, you will start to feel energy, or what they might call qi in the East. There's another word, I forgot what it's called. Anyway, you'll start to feel various energy centers, especially the heart. So I guess this also answered the question on why we meditate, and that is to wake up, wake up from the dream is how I think of it. Um, we live life according to a script and a story that's been conditioned onto us since we were born. Our name, our race, our culture, our ego, and we run life according to that script, and it's a reality, but it's not really real. It's an idea, and it's hypnotized us, and it's kind of a dreamlike state, because when we're dreaming at night, we're also hypnotized. We think our dreams are real when we're in them. Crazy things could be happening. I had a dream that I had a foot for a hand, and I was like, oh, this is very normal, and I didn't question it. And the same thing is true in our waking life. It doesn't seem crazy to us that my name is Edward and blah blah blah, but that isn't my true nature. My true nature is emptiness and stillness and, yeah, basically awareness. So yeah, meditation is a very rewarding and yeah, it's very profound, and I recommend that you try it if it appeals to you. Yeah, so a daily practice is also important. Meditation is tricky at first. I recommend to just sit down and do the practice, and don't set yourself goals, really. Just, for example, at the beginning I used to try and sit for 20 minutes and have a timer, an alarm would go off, and it would be like some kind of, like going to the gym or something, just sit until you can't sit for any longer, because it can be stressful if you're trying to focus too hard. I heard a monk saying, there's been a mistranslation from the traditional Pali language, that is because it's not about concentration, it's just about relaxing. Because if we try and concentrate and frown as if, our teacher at school is telling us to work hard on our math test, and we're really trying to focus, that is not going to work in meditation. All it is going to make things worse. A good analogy, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard before, is, our mind is like a lake, and when it's choppy, trying to not make it choppy is just going to make things worse. So the idea is just to relax and just observe it until it becomes still, like a lake on a calm day. So yeah, that's the only way I can really describe that. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you.